Hello everybody, my name is Gerrean. I just wanted to share my testimony with you as to how I came to Hope Cathedral. About 4, maybe 5 years ago, I started losing everything. My biggest loss, my most important, was my mother. My mother was diagnosed with cancer in 2010. And that was the most devastating news that I've ever had to deal with. I went to deep depression. And at this point, you know, again, I had lost everything. So without her, I felt devastated. To me, I was going to die. And since I was brought up in church, even though I didn't stay in church growing up, I figured, well, let me at least get right with God because I know I'm going to die. And then out of the blue, I hear the voice of God. The voice of God tells me, son, everything you lost, I'm going to help you get back. Better than you had it before. Even more than you asked for. And as far as the loss of your mother, I'll send you a good woman. I have to start over because at this point, like I said, I had nothing. I had 3 pairs of underwear. So I walked 2 miles to the nearest gas station by my house. And they hired me. That was 2012, 2013. And during this walk, this wasn't an easy walk. It was hot, it was cold, it was rainy, it was snowy. And I would talk to God on my way up and on my way back. So as God heard me and a Jackson police officer telling him everything, and he goes, well, I got a bike. I said, really? He said, yeah, would you like it? I said, yeah. He said, it's a girl's bike. I said, I take it. One day I was just frustrated. It was too hot. It was just too hot outside. People left the cars running, and I was done. As God would have it, he sent my spiritual father, Pastor Trevon. And he goes, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? And I said, nah, man, I'm done with this, man. God told me he was going to do this, and he ain't did nothing yet. I'm just working here 4 miles a day. I'm riding this bike, and I ain't seeing nothing. He said, all right. Well, I'm going to help you. Whatever God told you, whatever God promised you, I'm going to help you get it. I said, all right. With the help of Pastor Javon and a lot of the other members of the church, my faith started getting better. God sent a gentleman to help me get a car. So now I got a car. Before you know it, I met another guy at that same gas station that turned me on to how I can get my CDL. As God would have it, boom, I got the CDL. And I would encourage you to use these 3 things as well. And the first thing I did was I started reading my Bible and I started talking to God. Because initially, that is all really God requires of us. The second thing is you need to come to church. You need to hear the word of the Lord because that's how your faith comes. Guard your mouth. The power of the tongue. The tongue can bring life or death. Basically, within a year, I went from walking for $8.25, 4 miles a day, to now, like I said before, I'm already planning on $110,000 salary. What are you going to do? That's my challenge to you. Challenge God and see what happens. That's what I did. And I'm a far, far better person for it. So with that being said, thank you for listening to my story. Once again, this is Gerrean. Peace. And I love you. Thank you.